It's not a marketing story, but it speaks to massive cultural change. And this is really kind of the foundation of the thinking in the book, is that there have been three key shifts from mass to micro, from big to small. The first is a shift from a single mass culture to millions and millions of microcultures. Every one of us lives in one of those microcultures. We're into our things, whatever those things may be. A goofy dancing guy, fly fishing, whatever it happens to be. And this is not a new idea. How many people in this room have read The Long Tail? How many people who haven't read The Long Tail use the term long tail in every business presentation you do? All right. This was one of the fundamental ideas of the long tail, that if there is a thing to be into, people will be into it, and that there is a marketplace for it. The second key shift is a shift from mass media to micromedia. Now, I'm not going to argue that there is no such thing as mass media anymore. Of course, people still watch television. Of course, people still listen to radio. Newspaper, not so much. But there has been the emergence over the last several years, maybe 7 years, maybe even a decade, of social media, right? That pesky social media thing. It's all about the opportunity all of us have to be content creators, content programmers, to have a distribution network, to have a point of view, to get our ideas out there and find an audience for those ideas. The third key shift is a shift from what I would call big content or macro content down to micro content. Think of that as the Twitter effect. It's not just about Twitter, but in the olden days of 2009, you might have read the newspaper article. And then maybe after that, you read the blog post that talked about the newspaper article. Now people get their news from tweets. You learn about things that are happening, sometimes halfway across the world, through a bunch of tweets from people you know, or from a status update on Facebook. Hey, my girlfriend broke up with me on Facebook. That didn't happen to me. Actually, it happened to me once, but we've gotten over it. These things have happened. I don't think, we've already, you heard Jackie speak, you heard David speak. A couple of the other speakers touched upon this. I don't think I have to sell you on the idea that change has happened, and that there are all of these new things going on. And really what I want to talk about is not the holy shit moment. My presentation has 4-letter words in it as well, by the way. Not the holy shit moment, this perfect shit storm of, oh my God, what do we do? This is different and we still need to do those Super Bowl spots nobody wants to watch. But instead, how do you play into these trends and do the right small things to take advantage of what is happening in this new microculture, micromedia, and micro-content environment?